Right, time for the last little bit now. That's the nose and the front of the head. Now what I'm going to do first of all is just draw on a line like I did before. This is where the extent of the very dark colours are. That's around about there. That little mark I've got there. Now, and that goes right down to there. So, fill all that in. You can leave that to me. I'm going to come down just a bit further this time. I've already put that in there, as you can see. I decided to leave that there, and I'm just going to fade it just a little bit. It's just an indication of where the light is hitting it. I've got to be careful here. As once you put the dark on, you can't resurrect it, the light, so it's got to be, you've got to be right. Now, I might as well finish this now. I've started it, and I can carry on and go there, and then I'll fill that in with black. But I don't need to do it at the moment, as long as I've got the plan. Now we're going with the light. I think what I'll do is I'll come in with a light on the nose. Now the nose is really strong, very strong white. And it goes down like that, and then it's to about there. So there's dark on it, but I can put that on top of the white. Right, so that's got that bit then. And there's also, just underneath here, there's another area where the light's hitting it there. And that stretches up to there. And this is also light, but it's not as wide as I've got it there. So be careful. It comes all the way down to there. And then it shapes in just a bit and ends up like that. Right, now there's some more areas, but it's not quite as solid as that. Okay, and I'm going to put the dark on, just as I did with the eye. And then on the other side of that, dark again. Great. Now between here and here, it's also dark, but not as dark as that. So we do this similarly to the area I showed you before, where the hair here is not as long, it's a short, so I can do my little squiggle action. Then by putting the grey on top of it, we should get the desired effect. I won't break off here. That's really the last crucial bit of the picture. Now that's there. It's quite dark, so all I do here is just a lighter application of this colour. Just a token amount, really. Right. Now the 229. And I can do the same thing here, just a round circular movement. And if I wanted to, I may well do, indicate that there's hair, I can come in with either the black or the white or both to indicate that. Well, that is going to be a bit boring, see me do the whole thing, but that's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm making it just, and every now and again, like just there, there's just a little bit more emphasis of depth. And I could put a little bit of black in there as well. So that's what I'm looking for. We're all the way down there. So you can leave that to me, and we'll come back and then we can just carry on here, because it's exactly the same up here. It's like a half tone. In fact, I might as well do that. Like that. And there's just a sort of a light area just there. It's a dark up to there. It's dark from there. And you've got that sort of slightly light area. I'll just emphasise, put a little bit more of the light grey on there to show you what I mean. Like that. And just on the where the light's going to catch it, and do a bit of white on there as well. And that's white down there. Right. Okay, so let me do that. Now we follow that with the black. Now we can also put the black into here, but in places. We've got to pick our spots. It doesn't go everywhere. But neither do we want a line running down there, because that would look awful. So just in places where we want to increase the strength. And just over here, it's much lighter. So, and that's just about right, I think. Yeah. Good. What I'm inclined to do is to blow that dust off. So I'll show you what I do with that. I pull back. Now, as I said, most of the time I would rub that dust in. But I don't want to do it now. The thing about it is, if I blow that dust, it's going to go all over the picture, all over the white. So rather than get rid of it, what I do is I tap it and then tap it. You can't see this very well, but what I do is tap it board so it all falls into my, you can see it in the bottom there. And then I can't get rid of it, I just blow away. So there we are. Now I just use my finger. Don't want to rub that too much because I like the texture. So just to rub it in. That's fine. And I think what I'll do here is I will just add a little bit of light. I'd already put it in once, but I rubbed it out when I did use my finger. That's it. I don't want white particularly. I don't think, oh, maybe I can have a spot of white. Here we are, like that. Okay, so I'll bring you closer again and we'll finish off the nose. Now before we start work on the nose, we put the background in. Right, that's it. And now, the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to put just a bit of shadow in it, just a little colour, because we don't want it to be just all lily white. Just tickle these white with the 229. Now we're going to blend it, and I'm going to use the ivory colour shaper here. And we can put the white back on again. Anyway. Right. Well, it's got the tone right. Now we've got to worry about it's like a little series of little dots. So let's see how we get on with this. And I'm putting them in with the 229 at the moment because just in case. I don't think I'm going to mess it up, but I'd rather mess it up with this colour than the black. Now, they're not stripes particularly. They give the impression of that, but I think they are little dots. Now, there isn't, it's got a bleaching on the end, so whilst it would also be there, I'm going to follow what I see. There's a white there, and then I can just gradually just work my way into those spots, or that's what I'm looking for, like that. And I can put the white back in anyway. Now I'm going to put the white as well. This is acting sort of like a blender really, but I'm not blending it. Right, and now we'll use the colour shaper. Yep. And that's not bad. I don't think I want to do it any darker than that. I think that is dark enough, but now we got to see if we can put the white in as well. I don't think we can do any better than that. That's not bad. And there's just a couple here as well. Right. Want another touch of the colour shaper. Do you want to subdue it just a little bit? There we go. Great. Well, that's not bad. What I'm going to come now with the black and punch home. I don't want to put black on here, although I must admit there perhaps just on the first couple where you've got some shadow. Yeah, that works. Well, I think I'm going to leave it at that. And what I'll do now is I'll fill this in with the brown and then the black. And I'll come down to here.